Oh, we gotta go
in the tornado. Oh, in the hole.
Oh, he was here.
Ow.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Bro, how did that even happen? Destiny 2 Forsaken, which is the third expansion of Destiny 2, just came out last Tuesday, and I've been pretty much playing it like non-stop. I actually feel kind of bad because like not too long ago I was talking a lot of shit saying that I was out until Destiny 3 because of how disappointing the base game and the first expansion had been. I did end up skipping the second expansion, but as Forsaken got closer and closer and I started watching all those cool trailers because Bungie is really good at selling things, I really found myself unable to resist. But let me take one step back real quick and give y'all like a little bit of context just in case anybody watching this isn't too familiar with Destiny. So I've literally been playing this franchise since the first early access alpha back in like 2014, or it might have been 2013, but it was around that time. I literally put probably like 1,000 hours into Destiny 1. Yeah, I said 1,000. Judge me, I dare you. But anyone who played Destiny 1 knows that for all intents and purposes, it was pretty trash until the third expansion, The Taken King. This leads us back to Destiny 2, which has also been pretty trash up until now with the release of its third expansion, Forsaken. Y'all still with me? Alright, cool. Here's the part where I jump off the ledge and straight up say I love this expansion and I'm full on addicted again. The things Bungie's added, which I'm going to talk about, finally make this feel like a complete game, and the game that should have actually followed up Destiny 1. Like the title of this vid, the game finally feels like it's finished. So with that being said, let me tell y'all just like a little bit about why I mess with this expansion so much. First of all are the quality of life changes. Literally, the first thing I did when I logged on was look at the menu and I was more than surprised. They added collections that keep track of all the weapons you've ever earned, which you can get back at any time, most of them, not the random ones, but we'll get to that later. Over 600 different challenges called triumphs, and even an in-game lore tab. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but players have really been asking for this since the beginning, so I'm glad they're finally listening. Aside from the quality of life changes are the gameplay and progression changes. They switched up the weapon system to more closely resemble that of Destiny 1 that players never really had any issue with, so I really don't know why they changed that in the first place, but it allows for a faster, more powerful feeling type of gameplay. And now I can actually enjoy that gameplay that I love so much for a lot longer because they finally reverted the babyfication of the progression system. Yes, I did say babyfication, that is a word now, look it up. Don't actually look it up, it's not a word. But Bungie listened to what players wanted and returned the random rules of old, allowing for each new drop to be a surprise. Loot drops very frequently, giving everyone more chance to get something good that still might be different from another player. There are now bounties again, just like in Destiny 1, but they're more than ever before, strung across more planets and playable activities than have ever been seen in Destiny at a single time, so that's crazy. I mean, it's a lot of content. You're not gonna get bored, is basically what I'm saying. But I'm sure there's some more things that I'm forgetting, but basically it comes down to content. Like I said, there's a lot more, and there's finally a reason for me to play, and that makes me happy. But this is Destiny, so there's always going to be negatives to go along with the positives. Some of which include a short main campaign, and that's kind of been one of Destiny's major crimes since it first came out. The campaigns have always been like really short. Like I actually beat this in a day, but I don't come to Destiny for the story, so I can overlook that. Although I do wish I could understand how Bungie is so good at making these movie-like cinematic cutscenes and preview trailers and all this stuff, but they're so bad at overall storytelling. But probably my biggest problem right now is the game's economy. There are like 15 different currencies. It's extra confusing and stressful to try to upgrade gear right now, as it literally takes like a certain amount of 4 different items like found in all different locations, and it's really confusing. But Bungie needs to flat out get rid of some of these. They even have a vendor in one of the new areas that allows us to exchange currencies, but it's actually more complicated than like a real life currency exchange. So, I mean, you really need to get that together, Bungie. I don't know what you're doing, but just clean that up a little bit and I'll be good. But those are really just little things though, and I feel like Bungie is really finally on the right track again with this one. Like, just keep listening to the players. If you put something in the game at the request of the players and it really doesn't work out, we're gonna be way more understanding because all we want is for you to listen. Maybe take some notes from that one super popular game that I don't really need to mention. But anyways, that's all from me. I'm about to go finish trying to hit this level cap. I'll catch y'all later.